I want you to just be aware of what shallow breathing can cause. So breathing from the chest area can actually be a cause of stress. In fact, stress can actually be a cause of shallow breathing as well. Chicken and egg scenario. Poor circulation, poor concentration, tiredness. If you want more energy, breathe better. Tiredness can often come from shallow breathing, fatigue. Headaches. If someone's got a headache, one of the best things to do is take some deep breaths and then pour some good quality water into our bodies. Drink good quality water. And often headaches can be quickly resolved. Correct diaphragmatic breathing from the abdomen increases energy. It brings about more calmness and relaxation. It supplies oxygen to the cells in the body. It helps brain function. But also breathing from here, it uses the muscles in our diaphragm and in our waist a lot more. So breathing better is just going to work those muscles better. And actually it helps with getting the bowels moving better. The peristaltic movement of the colon is enhanced by breathing from the diaphragm. It helps to create movement in the colon. So, consider this. When we are all born into this world, we all breathe automatically from the diaphragm. Anybody who's seen a newborn baby and watched it breathe will tell you, and you may well have seen this yourself, yes? It breathes from the tummy, okay? The whole body lifts up. It's wonderful. But what happens? Well, as we get older, we tend to get into the bad habits. And this can be because of stress that causes shallow breathing. It can be maybe a chest infection. Someone's been ill for a while and haven't used their lungs properly. And do we ever have breathing physiotherapy to remind and to teach us how to breathe properly if we've been through a period of stress for a number of months or weeks? Yeah? So I really believe it's essential that we all connect with how we breathe again and how we do it properly. And I'm sure you can see the reason for my passion for doing that. So let's do some breaths, okay? What I want you to do, if it's safe to do so and you're driving in your car, I want you to place your hand on the chest and a hand on the diaphragm, okay? And what I want you to do is imagine those two sails, those lungs, they're like two balloons in there that you're going to inflate. And as you breathe in, what I want you to do is feel your rib cage expand here and think and feel the lungs expanding down in the diaphragm. Allow the waist to expand when you breathe in, okay? Join me, here we go. You better be joining in, yeah? It takes a bit of practice. If you haven't done it for a while, you may need to practice this. It may take a few to get it. Watch the waist. Notice how relaxing it is and the sound of the breath. If you're finding it tricky to do this, lie down. Sometimes people can find it more relaxing lying down. It's easier to do. They can see and feel the rise more in their abdomen. I'm really feeling much more relaxed for doing that, and that's only 3 breaths. So, that's what we do. Get using this. If you go to a good yoga class, they will teach you how to breathe well. Pilates will teach you how to breathe well and from different parts of the lungs. Really great ways to train your lungs is to do those 2 exercise practices. It's the most vital thing. And when people do meditation, they focus on the breath as they meditate. So it's a great form of relaxation. Another great breathing technique I'm going to share with you is what's called nasal breathing. So nasal breathing, what we do for this is really good. The yoga instructors or yogis for many years have been doing this. And what they found is it helps to balance the brain. So we've got creative and logical sides of our brain, and some of us can be more logical and more kind of thinking and analytical, etc. And then we've got the other side of the brain, which is very creative. And those creative people can be, those people who are amazingly creative maybe are more dominant in that side of the brain. And so what this nasal breathing does is it helps to bring things into balance where they work very well and very efficiently. The creative and the logical together as one. This nasal breathing also does two very powerful things. It helps to relax and it helps to energize. It's a beautiful combination, okay? And within minutes it will clear your mind and you'll feel relaxed and energized. What you do for this, you block off one nostril, okay? And what I want you to do is breathing from that diaphragm ideally again. You're going to breathe in through one nostril, like this. Then you're going to change nostrils and block off the other one and breathe out through the other nostril. In through one nostril, same one. Always change to breathe out. If it's safe to do so, join me. Breathe in through the left or the right. Change and breathe out. Breathing in through the same nostril. Change and breathe out. In through the same nostril. Change and breathe out. And you may repeat that for 10, 20 breaths, even up to 5 minutes if you want to. And it's fantastic. Fantastic if you need to have more restful sleep. Clear your head. So doing it at bedtime is a great time for restful sleep. Doing it first thing in the morning when you wake up to start your day relaxed. How good would that be? What are most people doing? Starting the day in panic, short amount of time to get ready, eat breakfast and fly out the door to get to work on time or to get the kids off to school on time or whatever it may be. And if you just took 5 minutes in the morning to prepare yourself by doing some nice deep breathing, the day would start in a wonderful, relaxed way. Another great time for using it is when you've finished a day's work or the children have gone to bed, and what you do is, just when that's happened, you just take a few minutes just to do some deep breathing, relaxing breathing. And it means that you just leave and dump some of the stresses from your day and give yourself that time to get back home again or for your evening to yourself, just to be in that more relaxed state so things don't cross over into your evening and your personal time. So practice it, use it. It might be that let's say you've got a really important meeting you want to get to, a really important meeting you've got and you need to have a clear head but you're feeling really stressed. Just take a minute or two to just do some nasal breathing, and if it means hiding in the toilet at work, then do it, because what it'll do is it'll clear your mind and it will mean that you're much more effective in your work and in your meeting. Yeah? So give it a go. I'd love to hear your feedback on how you found it and how you've used it and how it's worked for you. A few other things to think about. Use it whenever you want to relax. Try yoga and Pilates classes. A reminder of that because it helps promote better breathing. Singing. If there's a singing teacher that teaches a singer, that's one of the most important things they do, is they teach them how to use the diaphragm and to breathe properly so they can sing better and use their voice better. Or play a musical instrument that helps you, that uses your lungs to play. That's really great exercise for the body. Exercise in itself, walking, swimming is great for breathing, but beware, when it comes to exercise, it's really important that you're breathing well when you're exercising. If people are shallow breathing when they're exercising, it's making the exercise so much more stressful and so much more difficult, which is why I give you this module right at the beginning, because I want to make sure when it comes to the exercise you're breathing better. It means you're going to get so much more from your exercise. Also think about the quality of your breath. So getting in the great outdoors, particularly nature, is really, really key. So if you work in the city, then maybe getting out at the weekends would be really helpful, and getting into some parks, etc. There's also some kind of breathing apparatus you can use to exercise your lungs. There's something called a power breathe, and there's all sorts of kind of tools and techniques that you can breathe in that create a resistance to improve your quality of breathing. If you're, say, a sports person, for example, or someone who just needs to improve the quality of their lungs, maybe you've got asthma and you want to improve your lung function a lot more. So, remember, when we're born into this world, we breathe properly and well. Let's get back to doing that again and training our body to do that again, and give yourself the time to focus on your breath. So your homework from this first module, for the next week, what I want you to do is integrate at a time that suits you, once or twice a day, the diaphragmatic breathing, the alternate nostril breathing into your day, and see how it helps you sleep, see how it helps you be relaxed throughout your day, see how it helps you perform in mind and body, and see how your cells and the whole body can benefit from doing so. So, thank you for tuning into this module. I look forward to seeing you on the next module. Keep breathing, keep well, and I'll see you for the next important step for great health and great results.